There's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other.
Just can't move it. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Here we go.
They'll try the run. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3.
325. Oh.
Leaves it with the back. The defender, and now he's still running. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Back to pass, it's Baker. Got him downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DB.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working that left side now. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
They'll move the wide receiver. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Tagged out of the air. They'll stop the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Baker. He's got it on the run. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback gets in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And they're going to try this on fourth down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone. And it's in there for a touchdown.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup. It's going to go in.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And you had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him, and then turn your head like he does here and makes a nice play on the football to bat it away.
He's got great speed, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Fire is to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
Dropping back, it's Baker. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake them.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Lining up to convert third down. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, it's Miranda. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Erickson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
To the air on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Going to swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
The quick out.
On the set.
They've converted twice on fourth down so far. Will they make it 3?
Here we go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Power football with the run. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They'll give it to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like we just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Looking to throw, it's Baker. With the catch, it's Erickson. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 38-yard line.
Love the route there by the tight end and man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Got it.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Touchdown! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays of special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. NC State is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've got nothing done so far. They already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Miranda. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The RPO, it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. He spent his whole career in the backfield. Now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they're going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off-play action on first down. Complete to the left. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he will pass it.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like they're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and then find some answers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
42 spot, Gaucho, Gaucho.
He might want another play.
Pilot.
Back to throw, it's Baker. Quarterback moving. Got his man on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll go with a direct snap. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
The defense has got to do a better job at taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find.
Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way home.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. East Carolina is just getting blown off the field right now, and like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 19 to UAB. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Run the gun, the ground game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
On the ready. Moves.
The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Okay, ready.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
Easy. Ready.
They go right back to him. Just plowing ahead. They finally get him stopped. And this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Baker. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays.
Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Runs through a tackle. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Looking downfield, it's Miranda. He's going to throw deep right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Northwestern will send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Powers through. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation, picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And the defense got it.
And listen, QB job number one, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Miranda. Pulls it in, it's Stevens. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need some...
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
And it's a touchdown. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Working that wide receiver screen. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Defense in press coverage. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Northwestern will have to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll try to feel the button, see if he can give his offense better field position. Through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there.
Pound 55 weak.
Here's the handoff.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. It's complete to the right. Open space at the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Motion from the wideout. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Get this close, you got to go for it. They need inches on 4th down from the 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Let's go. Let's go. Ready, go.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And down he goes back at the 3.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
He leaves it with the back. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
Going for the big play. It's complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. That's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
Going to try to pop one on the side. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. And still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz. But because the defense has the lead.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. To the air, it's Baker. Here's the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. To the air on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much. But keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and
Turning it on! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll ride the hot hand.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on. Turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They boot it away on 4th down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Now this offense is back on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Using his feet to buy time. Slings it downfield. Complete to the right. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Pressure coming. Got his man on the outside. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. If there's time to pad the stats. He's got him. And that is how we will wrap this one up. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another.